Good afternoon and welcome, Board of Trustees, Senior Management, staff, distinguished guests, parents and students. 2014 has undoubtedly been the most exciting and challenging year of our lives, and it's strange to think that it's nearly all over. Imagine, right after the end of exams, we Year 13s will be able to step on the grass, break the 1 metre rule, have our shirts untucked, and the only thing we'll disgrace is our family heritage.
But with freedom and power comes great responsibility. The power bill, you might say. And now, instead of our dear parents over here paying it all, we're going to have to pay up. But with what, you might ask? Who am I, or who are we, to have something significant to offer to the world, or those around us? What can I offer that no one else can, that pays my debt to freedom on this earth? Our answer to that is care. Never believe that a few caring people can't change the world. For indeed, that's all we ever have. That and a few hashtags. Remember #UpTheCastle. Be passionate about who you are, where you belong, the world you live in, and those who share it with you. Care enough to be #BeTheChange you want to see in the world. And once we have developed the heart that is unique to each one of us, our power bill of responsibility becomes more like a donation, a charitable act that we are compelled to give and give and give. And that's where #OnToIt comes in. Love your dream, who you are, so much that you cannot afford to waste a second on dilly-dallying. We are a generation that more than any before us has received more and can give more. Let's not waste any of our time or ourselves.
As we look towards the future, we must say goodbye to Macleans with all that has become familiar and start to think about what lies ahead. They say that the high school years are the best of your life, which is pretty much another way of saying that it all goes downhill from here. Yes, in a few years, we will be worrying about buying homes, paying off our student debts, and wondering whether or not our kids are actually going to turn out normal. But life is for the living, and as our generation likes to say, probably a bit too often, you only live once. We seem to fixate on all our wrongdoings and quite often forget about the small joys life itself can bring.
So we think it's important to look at it from a positive perspective. We're standing at the edge of a precipice, and time's about to give us a push. And no, that doesn't mean eat as much as you can, as quickly as you can, to increase air resistance and stop us from falling quickly. It means it's finally time to test the wings that we've been building up in the past 5 years. Wings of discipline, dedication, and more than anything, a sense of who we are and who we can be.
Thanks must go out to those teachers who have guided our students along the way, and to everyone who has made our time here so memorable. To all the Year 13s, we wish you the best of luck with all your future endeavours. And remember, if life happens to be getting you down, as Dory from Finding Nemo would say, just keep swimming.
When Abby and I were deciding what our final message would be and how best to describe the unpredictable roller coaster that is life, we realized that we needed to leave it to a professional, which in this case is the wonderful Dr. Zeus.
Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look 'em over with care. About some you'll say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street.
And you may not find any you want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. Out there, things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll start happening too.
Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you will topple the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true, and hang-ups can happen to you.
You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right in 3/4, or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind-maker-upper to make up his mind. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip flapping, once more you ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that type of guy. Oh, the places you go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV.
You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Bucksbaum or Bixby or Bray, or Mordecai, Ali, Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Thank you.